in this area. They go and they catch the remote control.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Would you, and that's a small suggestion. Would you accept maybe in one day, at a later, one day soon, we will call you again and we will bring forensic sketchist, an international, no, sketchist, an international sketchist, just to tell him exactly the description of the face and the description of the person whom you saw from
I
inside.
will never in my life forget his face.
Okay. Would you accept?
Yes, sure.
Would you accept?
If you bring me now 1 million person, I will tell you this is the man.
One. Thank you, sir. We'll make follow-up on that. Go ahead.
The last question on this topic, Your Excellency. Can you describe the security measures that you had undertaken before the 12th of July 2005?
Let's say, before I was, like I said, Minister of Defense, so we had the elections, I assure, through the Lebanese army, a free election in Lebanon. But since 2000 and let's say in October 2004, I had two major acts.
Yeah.
The first one, when Marwan Ahmadi was attacked. I gave orders immediately to General Zain and Colonel Ayoubi to work at full, because not only it is my duty, but I have a family problem with Marwan. Naila and Michel, the daughter of Gibran, were in our house. They were living in our house.
They're your niece and your nephew.
Yes.
Thank you.
No, Michel, my niece too.
Yeah. Michel and yes.
Michel.
Sorry. Yeah.
Yes, because
both are
my
your
sister
nieces.
and Gibran was divorced.
Yes.
So she went back home and she bring with her the two daughters. So Naila and Michel I was like their father. I was occupying, I took care of them until they grew up, etc. So until now they consider that I am their father. Not I am their father now, unfortunately. So I had to work at 100% to try to find something, because first it was the first attack in Lebanon. Second, I had one in my career, Mr. Elih Bai'a, but Mr. Elih Bai'a had the problem of Sabra wa Shatila, had the problem of the Israelis, had the problem of Sharon Court in Belgium, so he had many problems. But where Marwan Ahmadi, in all his life, the only thing that he knows is the pen, politics, statements. He's a politician. So when they tell you Marwan Ahmadi, you say it's impossible. It's impossible. If they tell you yes, it's normal, because drug dealers, terrorists, etc. So for me, to be attacked was plus or minus normal. But Marwan, no way for me. No way. So I wanted to discover something, and very quickly. And it was a point of honor to. So I gave orders, we worked hard, and we find the Al-Khansa man who made the plates. So I gave order to arrest him and to begin investigation. Then General Zain called me and told me that Rustam Ghazali called him and told him Marwan is a liar, he killed himself, or Israel killed him. So stop Munzer al-Ayyubi, and you stop following this stupid history. So Marwan Zain told me, I told him, you continue until the end, you don't answer to anybody. In the afternoon, the file was transferred to the G2 through Mr. Adnan Abdou. Even though I told them, even if the file is transferred, my duty is, if I found something, to continue. So continue. But sure, they were a little bit afraid, but they continued. They continued, especially General Marwan Zain continued. But I didn't have any serial contact with me. All the contacts was through Marwan Zain. So he was telling me that they told him to do that and that. I went to see Marwan in the hospital. I was the only man from President Lahoud group who went to the hospital. And I told him, don't be aware, we will work until the end and we will catch them. So this was, if you want, the first real file that I felt immediately that Rustam Ghazali was telling Marwan Zain stop, and I was telling him continue. This was the first diversion, but I felt it before. Nothing, I didn't felt anything because I wasn't on these kind of files, because we didn't have this kind of files except the McDonald problem. And the McDonald problem was extremist against US only. Few days later, Anjar problem. Anjar problem, we began with the Italian embassy.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Your Excellency, to interrupt you here, because we will cover that soon.
Please.
And General Marwan Zain, where is he today?
Where is he?
Today, yeah.
Today?
Yeah, I mean today, this period. Is he in Lebanon?
We nominated him ambassador in Saudi Arabia, but he didn't left yet.
Okay.
He didn't left yet, or he left, I don't know.
Okay.
Because he called me between Christmas and New Year. I was with my children in vacation for 3 days. When I came back from vacation, I had too many work, and I had a big list of people calling for Christmas and New Year, so it is not correct, but I didn't have the time really to call back all people.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he is here or
Okay.
he is
No, that's
out of Lebanon.
Yeah, that's fine. We will try to find him. Regarding...
You have his number?
No, unfortunately, but I will find it.
95.
We will... Later on we will... You mentioned earlier, Your Excellency, you mentioned earlier that after the call of Rustam Ghazali,
Yes.
Special General Marwan Zain especially continued the investigation. While in the beginning you mentioned that General Zain and Colonel Ayubi
Yes.
were both of them going hard.
Because
Yes, why?
Because what I've been told from Marwan Zain and Munzir Ayubi,
Yeah.
that Rustam Ghazali told Marwan Zain that tell the stupid of Munzir Ayubi, Colonel Munzir Ayubi, to stop his investigation or he will see.
Okay.
So I don't like to make pressure on people normally. I have to talk with the responsible. So I was talking to General Zain and telling him continue the investigation. Because